What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Kai. I'm back with another one. So today we're going to be taking a look at the new Kakarot Goku, right? So I already tested this guy out previously to me making this video, obviously, and I don't think that this guy is particularly worth grinding to 14 star. He is solid enough where I think he's worthy grinding to 6 or 7, but I think that's just about it. Like, cause he's good, but I don't think he's like meta defined, just straight out broken. And to be honest, let's be honest, man. The anniversary is about 3-4 weeks away. I feel like this guy will eventually just slowly start becoming a bench unit within the next 2 or 3 weeks. Definitely a nice, cool little distraction unit, and it definitely is cool because it is a collab unit with another game. So there's that. Now, the reason why I think he's kind of gimmicky is because his kit requires him to, like, for him to do damage, he has to like break certain conditions. And don't get it twisted, these conditions aren't bad. Like land a strike card 5 times, a strike or blast card 5 times, invade enemies, attack with a Venusaur twice, and then he just after 30 timer counts he gets another damage inflicted. They're not bad, and they're not bad to be particular, but I don't know. I'm not really the biggest fan of having to go through conditions like that, like just to have to know we could do at least some decent damage, because his stats really aren't that great, and it's pretty obvious why they're not, because you can grind him all the way up to 14 star if you're willing to sacrifice all your resources. So yeah, so his stats aren't really that great at lower stars. So there's that. So he also gets another 25% strike damage, which cannot be canceled when there's a Sun Family or a Super Warrior on the same team as him. Also 25 to key recovery, which is solid, right? So he'll be able to do some decent damage once his conditions are broken. But the biggest thing about his kit that makes me feel like kind of gimmicky is because his main attraction, the stuff that they were showing off in the preview for this guy, is his green card. So his green card gives him abilities to draw a special move card, and he gets 30% chance to inflict feint on any of his strike and blast cards on his next strike or blast card. So what happens is, if you don't get that like feint to activate on that next strike or blast card, your whole kind of plan for this guy just kind of goes out the water, because that's kind of the big main attraction about this guy, because his special move does 150% damage when an enemy is fainted. So that's like the big shiny thing about his kit. Everything else here is solid. Like healing by 15 is okay. No, restore key by 50. Like he has a solid all-around kit, but like I said, he's not bad, but he isn't crazy broken. And I think that's what you just should expect from this guy. I don't think he's really worth going to 14 star for the grind, but I definitely do think he's worth at least getting to 6 or 7 star, especially since he has a pretty solid Z ability with the Goku health, max base health. So all around, that's it. So I'm going to quickly, guys, just show you my team setup here for Goku, see what you can pause and look at this. These are the equips I have on him. I have one for special move damage, just because obviously you want to try and get the special move. I don't even think I even got the special move to get off in this match, or at least I didn't get the feint into the special move off in this match, and that's really what you kind of want, because that's kind of like the big attraction about this kid. So I'm not talking, I just hop into PvP and I set this full or almost full Goku base team out. If you want to know why I have this Vegeta on the squad, is because he gives 35% to strike damage to purple and red units. So this is really gonna be a nice buff for SJ for Goku in this Goku here. So yeah, I just hop in PvP. Enough talking. All right, so now that you guys have heard me blabber on for like past 3 minutes talking about this unit and break him down real quick, I decided I was gonna obviously just finally hop in. So this is the team I'm running. You already seen that. So it is a basic, obviously, same team. Now this team is, I don't think it's like it's good. It's a fun team to run. It's definitely a fun team to run. I won't deny that. But is it competitive competitively? Because right now with the whole Golden Week showdown thing, with the whole Golden Showdown thing, you kind of just want to run your most strongest team at this point, and this definitely is not like the craziest team to run. You definitely can put in some work with this team, but I don't think it's particularly the best. But it is a fun team. So we're starting off with this blue Goku, just because he gives permanent buffs every time he switches to standby, which is his biggest asset for this team in particularly. So there's that. And I did decide to bring Kid Goku Zenkai Awaken. Now I don't have him his Zenkai Awaken panels fully unlocked, obviously, and I only have him as Zenkai Awaken 3 because I didn't have too much time to actually grind him as much as I would like to. And the grind was through co-op, and I've grown to actually hate co-op, so there's that. So Goku actually doing some pretty solid damage here, obviously because of the extra buffs that he's getting from the blue Goku. So there's that, and pretty solid damage, nothing too crazy. I don't know how the hell he got a rise rush that fast. I remember, this is why I remember this match now. That shit threw me all the way off. I was so confused, bro. That felt way too fast to get a rise rush. If you, bro, it felt like the match had barely even started, and it felt like he barely even got a one proper hit in, but he got a match. I mean, he got a rise rush. That's the bullshit I be talking about sometimes with that. So this guy messed up there. Trying to catch him lacking on the panic vanish. Go straight into some more cards. You see, like, his damage is, it's not crazy broken, but it's solid. He can definitely output some solid damage, especially if he has a good support unit like this blue Goku behind him, who is a staple for the Saiyan team at this point. So there's that. So we did catch him lacking on the panic vanish again, and we go straight back in for the ultimate. I did pop his ultimate because this does heal him. It does heal all allies by 20%, which is pretty solid. So there is that. So all around, I think you guys can already get a decent idea. Like, he's definitely a good unit, but just not great, right? If you guys get what I'm saying. And with the anniversary coming around, I don't think you should be expending too many resources on this guy, and this guy forfeited. So yeah, there's that. I do love this ending screen. It is saucy as hell. So we're about to go into the second match and test him out again. All right, so second match here. So our guys can get a good understanding of how good solid he can be. Keep in mind, he is getting support from this blue Goku. So I guess you could try and level out how his damage would be without that. He's just a solid all-around unit. I did get my green card off in that last match, which I actually did not get to didn't tell you guys. But if you guys are paying attention to the actual gameplay, not my voice, you know that I got the green card off, and that's the reason why I don't really like his kit. Like, I don't know, it's just the feint is there, and when you get it is solid. You will probably be able to one-shot any unit, but like I said, it's kind of gimmicky. But at the same time, I understand why, because if it wasn't, it would be kind of OP. So there's that. So this time I'm bringing SJ for Goku, because I knew that he had a feeling he was gonna bring a green unit. Well, this green Gogeta, because he ran a fusion team without Keflo, so I just kind of had a feeling that he was gonna bring this guy. So SJ for Goku, actually, I don't know why he's trying to steal the showcase video here, but yeah, putting in work like he usually does, as always. Just an amazing unit. So there's that. So I did get caught lacking. I was trying to see if I can go ahead and rush and go straight into him, see if he was gonna panic swipe, so I can go straight into him with a strike card. But there's that. This guy can take a few hits, so I'm not too worried. And blue Gogeta wasn't using blast cards, so I wasn't too worried. So I decided to go swap out to this guy. This guy is another glass cannon. That's the one thing about the same team. Their team is full of glass cannons. They don't really have any too many dependables. Top tier. That was terrible by me. They don't really have too many top tier dependable defensive units like how other teams do, like LOE or Regen. They don't really have that. They like their defensive units are just okay compared to a lot of other teams. So there's that. I feel like that's one thing that holds those things back. Caught him lacking on the Vanish side right there. So we are gonna do some solid damage there. Yeah, that's good damage. That's good. Keep in mind, I do have it equipped that buffs special move damage, and this Goku is also getting a buff from the blue from this blue Goku. So that's the reason why that did so much damage. But still, all around pretty solid stuff. Like I said, he's not a bad unit. Don't take me like my criticism as me saying that he's a bad unit. He's definitely good. I just see that. Oh my goodness. I just think that he's not you don't really particularly have to chase trying to get all those stars on him. His Z ability is pretty solid as well. Like, that there's always going to be a new Goku unit, so that is going to find some use eventually more further down in the future. So there's that. So this match is pretty much over. I pretty much know that we got the upper hand on this guy at this point, because I could just easily go for my Rise Rush. This should kill, even though we have type disadvantage here against this Gogeta. This should kill if it lands. And it didn't land. Okay, so yeah, so oh yes, he's dead. Yep. That sounds about right. So yeah, we're not gonna be able to end it off with the Goku this time, Kakarot Goku, but still it pretty much is easy going from here at this point. And we're just gonna hop into the third match and just show this Goku off one more time. All right, so final match. Now, the struggle that I've been having with this unit is trying to get that feint. You would think 30% chance, it seems all solid, but when it's only on one card, it's not really all that crazy good, in my personal opinion. If you do get it, I don't know, it's a lot of RNG gimmicky type stuff going on as far as that. I think that's probably the reason why he loses a few points in my book, just because of that. But all around, still good. Like, he's a free unit, so I'm not really going to complain too much for what he does bring to the team as a free unit. He definitely is worthy of at least being a low S tier in my personal opinion. I definitely definitely can see this guy. Like I said, anniversary is so soon around. This guy is pretty much going to become a bench unit in about, I feel like, just about a week or two. I already feel it. So there's that. So we're going in, do some solid damage. Not doing okay. So going in to kick Goku here. Also doing some solid damage. Oh, I forgot this blue Goku is actually kind of tanky. I was kind of trying to figure out why he was taking so much damage there, but he is tanky as hell. So there's that. Still doing some decent damage here. You gotta keep in mind, my kid Goku isn't maxed out all crazy broken like everybody else's, but he is still able to put in work where when the time is due. So there's that. So going into the blue Goku again. So this time I think this Goku should be getting 20% damage inflicted, permanent damage stat. And we're doing some solid damage against this Gohan here. I'm pretty sure he might have to swap out. Yeah, that's some solid damage. Like that's good damage. That's good damage. Even with type of advantage, that's what you expect. Wow, got his ass again. Yeah, pretty satisfying. And Gohan's my boy, but it is still pretty satisfying to get him out the match just because you don't want to get locked in. So there's that. So all around, we pretty much had the game in a bag at this point because this team is kind of wishy-washy anyway. So once we got the biggest threat out of here, which was that Gohan, I wasn't really stressing it too much as far as we'll be able to do. Oh, how much that's gonna do? Yeah, that did a lot of damage. Oh, we're gonna have to swap out. So going in for this guy here. I'm going to Blacking right there. Try to go straight back into a strike card. Caught him Blacking one more time, and we should be able to kill here, if I am correct. We should be able to kill. Nah, I don't think his ultimate is that powerful. I was trying to see, because I was trying to remember if we did kill him, but I don't think his ultimate is that powerful. It's gonna almost kill. It's gonna almost kill. Still pretty solid damage. And caught him lacking. Oh, I thought I did. I thought I caught him slipping, bro. I thought I caught him slipping. So all around, I think you guys get the gist of it. Kakarot Goku is definitely a solid unit. Definitely worth grinding at least up to where you can get his Z ability to level 4. Whatever one gives you the 18% to Goku units. Once you get there, do not really use any more of your resources. I would say you want to stock on some resources for whatever big is probably going to come doing the for whatever's going to come during the 1 year anniversary. I have no idea particularly what is going to come through the 1 year anniversary, but I am going to say no, it is definitely probably going to be something big to where I could say stack up your resources for that. So all around, I think that's going to be the end of the video there. It's your boy Kaike, the last guy for my content. Tell me what you gotta think about this. So you gotta think about Kakarot Goku. Tell me how effective you think he can be, and just know how good he will be knowing for the future of the meta. Definitely think he's a solid unit. I love that in the screen, it's so saucy. Definitely think he's a solid unit. Yeah, nothing far as beyond that. So it's your boy Kak. I already said this, I already do this all the time. Yeah, go last guy for my content, and yeah, I'm out.